today to commemorate Louis Miller's 25th anniversary. On March 11, 1987, at approximately 12 o'clock, Louis, along with several other members of the 70 Precinct, responded to a burglary in progress at 816 Ocean Avenue. Louis had two FTU officers with him, and for you guys, it's basically the equivalent of what you're doing now. New police officers. He directed them and a couple other cops to go up to the roof. A couple of them go up to the 5th floor. I believe it was apartment 5 Charlie. And Louis went up the elevator with another member of the service. Louis decided to take the elevator up to the 4th floor and then walk up the last flight. As the door opened, the perpetrators left the building. They're going down towards the 4th floor. Louis saw them, struggled with them over a briefcase, and at which time shots were fired by Louis and his partner. Louis was hit, his partner was hit. They also returned fire, hitting the perpetrators. Louis, about 12:40, was transported to Kings County Hospital, and he succumbed to his injuries. He was survived by his wife, Veronica, and his son, Dan. Veronica couldn't be here today. She actually lives in Virginia near her son, who was married at this time. I had the opportunity the last couple of days to read up on Louis Miller and a couple of guys, Mike Wilson, Matt Wilson, Mike Shunk. I guess you guys are here today. I didn't know Louis, but I know they called him the Commander. I heard he was a phenomenal person. He used to give out lollipops to the guys, and I'm sure there's a girls. Smart man. He did 34 years on this job, and 15 years he did teaching rookies. If you ever read some of the stuff that was on online, there were people who worked in his FTU that are police officers, sheriffs all over the country, and they said some of the stuff they learned from Louie they still use today, and that their lives were saved on a lot of that. Guys, can you just come up here for a minute, please? I know you both work for him, but we want to thank you for also coming here today.
The members of the service, uniform and civilian, we are gathered here today to remember Detective Louie L. Miller on the 25th anniversary of his death. While his immediate family could not be here today, we as his second family are all here today. As we reflect on his heroism and his 34 years of service to the New York City Police Department, I'm comforted to know that there are officers who are trained, and the training he imparted will be passed on again and again to future generations of police officers. Now, I never had the opportunity to work with Detective Miller, but I was told that he had a very gentle side to himself. When he was dealing with injured, sick people, he'd take the time to talk to them, get to know them, and while we waited for the ambulance. As a trainer, he had both the demeanor, the confidence, and the father figure to train those officers, and he made a huge impact in that area. Detective Louie L. Miller, you are a true hero. We honor your memory today by being the best that we can be. God bless Detective Louie Miller and his family. God bless the NYPD.
In the last, 4 or 5 minutes, we've heard Louie Miller's name over and over and over again. Louie Miller's name is like an echo. Each year we sound it. We stand here again and again for 25 years. Remembering the way they met when they first met him. The first worked with him and what I had. Detective Louie Miller, killed the way any cop was killed in the line of duty, by a senseless act of ugly violence that need not have happened. Louie Miller, whose plaque hangs in memory and in vigil, and whose face looks out over all of you, guarding you, guiding you, even though you never knew him. Sometimes we hear only the echo and not the source of the echo. 25 years ago yesterday, a shot was fired that killed one of you. what we hear today is an echo of his life, lived as you live your lives, living as he lived his, on the job no matter what. And 25 years from yesterday, more men and women in blue will stand where you are standing and take their places with you in remembering, because we will never forget. We will never forget. May God grant Louie Miller eternal rest, and may each of you and all of you be protected from the fate that took his life. May you be protected from all harm. Amen.
I was a young rookie. I wasn't a hell of a cop, tell you the truth, and I did the best I could. But Louie Miller was always a friendly, kind man to me. His father, my father was also a police officer, and he was friends with my father. And he looked after me a little bit. So he was a smart man, you know.
I'll just say a few words about Louie. 25 years has come and gone, and I have been a police officer for a long time, and I still think about it. If that has any impact on any of you here, some of the older guys, I know Brian and Chris, they were here. You know what Maddie's saying and what I'm saying. You still remember him because of what he was and what he meant to us, walking through these doors and getting in the radio car and going out into the street. Thank you for the opportunity for me to speak. I didn't expect it.
Just one more thing I just want to bring up. One of the comments on the computer was a guy who didn't know Louie. He lived across the street from him. And not only at work, but at home, the guy said he used to come every holiday and there was a gift on his porch from Louie. That was the kindness that Louie showed. I want to take a moment to thank the members of the community who did show up. You guys obviously, 25 years later, it speaks volumes of the type of person he is. Because of his actions and everybody else's actions on this wall, the community and the police department have bonded and bridged gaps that weren't evident 25 years ago. So thank you guys. You'll never be out of place. 7 O's family.
Detail. Order, present, arms. Order, arms.
There's some refreshments and stuff you guys do.